Hello winners and welcome to this daily Forex trading with me, MINDBLOWING. We are going to go through some dollar, yen, pound, euro, Aussie, and gold and silver and US oil. I think you will love that this morning. I am so super pumped because of this last night's movements. So yeah. Also, if you have any complaints about the music, please tell me. I know there's divided opinions up there, so I'll try to keep it as modest, as transparent as I can. Alright, cool, amazing. I'm just thinking, you know, it's a beautiful morning. Let's see what we have around the block, I guess. Nothing else than that. And I hope that you also have made profits this morning. I sure do. So I woke up happy, as you can see. I haven't showered, but I should have. But you know, anyways, a bit. What don't you do for the pips? So yeah, all good, all awesome. Just telling my crowd that we're live. That's all. It's all good. How's your day? So yeah, cool. Welcome everyone. Let's go through some dollar pairs. Let's go through some euro pairs, and let's go through some, yeah, what else can you call it? Risk on, risk off pairs. And we should call it a day. I think that's quite an amazing day, actually, to be honest. So yeah, cool. For Australian dollar, we just smashed the open. Opened up at a gap. We have then, since then, let's see if we can do that. We have then risen, come back to support, have made a new low on the 15, but on the 1 hour it's still just playing off this support here. So you're all still good to go higher. If it breaks 72.40, I will be more worried. But so far, we're all good. We're just coming back to support. That's all good. Right. Hey secret box. Hi Captain Charisma. Buy euro at 18.50. Let's see. Use the yen please first of all. Sorry. Are you new to my channel, secret box? I haven't seen you around before, but anyways, doesn't matter. I'm very happy for you to be here, so I will try to serve you serve as best as I can. That was breakfast. So USD yen has moved as of last week. We have support turning resistance, we have support turning resistance, we have support turning resistance. Now on the 1 hour we're making a new high, and we want price really to come up to 104 before shorting. But I do have a challenge with USD yen is USD equals weak at the same time yen is weak, so this one does not move at all. It's normally a range, but if dollar is strong, J is also always strong. Not always, but it can also be strong. So strong. So I don't like trading this. I would rather you find a different pair to trade, just because it will give you better pips, it will give you more profits, and that's what I eventually want you to have. You know, it's not investment advice, but I'm just saying that's what I want you to do. So really, here is really your first resistance on the daily, and this is resistance on the weekly. So it's up to you which one you want to take, but one of those. Okay. It's currently bearish, and I would think I would keep that way, as long as price is still moving lower. But this is a pair that is, it's just, how do you call it? It's strong together, weak together, so it just collides. You want to find something that goes opposite each other. This is like Lamborghini against Lamborghini. Who's going to win? It will be a tight race. Depends on the driver. But why don't you take a Lada? Why don't you take a Getz, Hyundai Getz, or Suzuki Swift, like a very tiny car, or Toyota Vitz, as they call it in Kenya. We call it Yaris. Take that car against Lamborghini. Take Aussie against the yen. Take the Aussie against the dollar. Take Aussie against the Swissy. That's a much better currency pair to take than yen against dollar, because if you just put those on the opposite of a commodity like Aussie, Canadian, New Zealand, you would be so much better off. Then you have more profits to take off, and cool. Who was it? Euro dollar at 180. Do you hear the music, people? Just want to know. I've got my headphones somewhere. Earphones. So with my pivot points, I use pivot points, by the way. So that is the buy zone. So the first daily buy is at 1850. Yes, that is correct. Captain Charisma, correct. So I wouldn't do more. I would just put an order here and let it go. If it hits, doesn't matter. If it doesn't, okay, cool. And then I will wait for a new higher high, catch the pullback, new higher high, catch the pullback. And I will continue that on the 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, depending on what you want. I'm also expecting a strong market at the moment. Strong market is a market without almost any pullback. It's just goes straight up, like here, here. Okay, there was a pullback here, but it's not a new lower low before going higher. So yeah, good. You're getting better, that's all. That's awesome. I really am proud of you, Captain. So that's the first one. That's the daily one. That's for today. But on a normal day, I would say that would be the buy price at around 1800. 118. But I don't expect that to happen. It can happen, so that's your plan B. Right? So keep your stop loss below here and say, okay, if it comes down here, cool. Then you would just have a new order here. And then if that doesn't work out, you're out. And price comes down to 1740, which is the plan C this week. Yeah, I wouldn't like that. So I think we just have to keep price up here and be happy with that. And if it doesn't go down, like, just be careful about it. Okay? Isn't that amazing? Get a like for that. That's amazing. Straightforward, no fuzz. But yeah, I'm dollar bear, fundamentally, technically, at the moment. So we're all good. Australian CAD. Yeah, you're welcome. And by the way, I do hope that you appreciate this and, you know, cool. Australian dollars is the CAD. Cool. I'm just going through my process, that's all. Okay. So really, it should have done was to kick off here, make a new higher high. It didn't. That makes me a bit worried. But this is again strong, weak currency that I really don't like to trade. I have an example for you, KBuy, and for example, take USD Swissy, USD Swissy. That has fallen. Okay, maybe this is actually a bad pair this week though, but it has fallen 147 pips since 4th. Aussie yen didn't do well. Australian dollar has risen since 4th 200. So you want 200, or do you want to have 147? I guess you want both. So that's a fail on my side. But generally speaking, if you have, and then what's about it? Also Swissy? Yeah, doing not so bad actually since 4th, but still Okay, so it actually is because a Swissy is strong. Interesting. Fair enough. Doesn't matter to me. I just need to check that my trades are still going well. Good, still alive. New Zealand yen. Is anyone trading that? Gap up, buy. I wasn't alive for this moment, but that's a buy. That's a buy. Nothing, none. Yeah, buy. Buy. Wait for a new higher high. Pull back, buy. Straightforward, nothing else. Because yen is on this side and you have a commodity here instead. That's a risk currency and that's a commodity. That's what you want to have. Or opposite, risk currency slash commodity, which is USD CAD. Right? Hey brother, hey super duper Abbas and Abdul. And I'm feeling so well today. I feel so happy. You know what, yesterday I felt I really felt that I was showing why I'm here on YouTube. I said that I had a live yesterday for the week forecast, and that was down here. And I'm realizing I'm giving you guys what I never had myself. I traded 7 years ago without any mentors, without any help. Sad, boring, not sad. I was very sad because I was lost and it was just dark. I couldn't figure it out. But now I'm here to give my time for you for at least 30 minutes, depending on how much activity there is there. And I just wish to have that same opportunity that you have. So I'm so happy for you to have a so much better opportunity than I have, and I can be a part of helping you understanding what you should do. Buy, stop loss below whatever here, so still in it, but just waiting for new higher high. That's all cool. That's the support and resistance, and then for daily, you really didn't get it. So yeah, okay. Fair enough. I guess it's just too strong to not come down to support. That's all. Bam. Bam. Tomorrow, same thing. Is today go for buy? Yeah, I agree with that. But there. What do you think about gold? I think it's going to go up, and I think it's a super duper thing. But also have in mind, it's just a hedge for the market movers, as you call them, big boys, whatever you call them in your world. They just use this as a hedge. So they have, like, let's give it a price. They have $1 billion in the stock market, and then they use gold for their risk. So if this one falls, gold rises and they don't lose at all. Okay, so not really here for the profits like you are on other currency pairs or commodities, but it's just for them to secure profit. So should you be trading that for profit, have that in mind. And also think of the spread and the costs of trading it, and also the volatility. I'm just saying, have a very clear mind about what you want to do in terms of how do you do things, what kind of pairs do you want to be in. Have a what do you call it? Have a thought process about it. Think about it. What structurally, fundamentally do you want to be in? Like, think like an institution. Think like someone who's like, okay, let's say you're going to buy a car. Do you go to buy any car just because it's a car? Do you go to buy a Lamborghini just because it's a Lamborghini? Or does it have some needs? Do you have some needs? Okay, maybe it needs petrol, diesel. Okay, is it electric? Are you going to need space for a stroller? Do you need space for a family? Just need space for yourself? It's only you who's going to trade. And then all of a sudden you find a car that maybe Lamborghini wasn't for you and your family. but it was perfect card for yourself, okay? So then you figure out that gold might not have been something for you, but you're like, cool, pound yen, I love trading pound yen. Okay, I found its support now, bought it now. You know what, if you made 190k, I'm happy for you. You know, I'm so happy for you. You know what, any profits, yeah, but I think it's going to go up, and I think it's going to go up for the next 3 months, not 3 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. So yeah, have fun with it. Anyways, yeah, good, happy for you. Looks like tides are turning. We're good, coming back up again. GJ, New Zealand yen, ooh, that was going up just as we talked about it. That's good. Euro yen, did I buy down there? Probably forgot. Yeah. Annoying. Raw gold is easy, you just have to read the chart and think probably when you well, of course you need your brain with you. I'm not saying you should not have your brain with you. I'm just saying that I would love this price. That's all. Nothing bad than that. It's just that I'm wishing better for me and my trains. That's all. Well, thank you very much. Same to you. I love having people here, and if someone can still show the charts, if we can discuss something that, you know, will enlighten you, I would be so happy for that. Captain Courage, but do you trade BTC? Do you know what? Let me have a story about BTC. I don't know if I found the right one, but something. That I found BTC, okay, it's actually at 15,000 now. I found BTC at, oh, get away. I found BTC at, what was it, 10,000, 20,000? And it fell ever since. Until I started looking into pivot points on this one. Did you know that? Okay, maybe not daily, but let's start on monthly. So, how's that going for you? Okay, sell, take profit, buy, take profit. Well, it went a bit higher though. Okay, cool. That's another TP. Okay, cool. So it respects the central, the take profit zone. Okay, interesting. And okay, let's go to weekly. Does it respect weeklies? Not so much. So here it does. Here it does. Here it does. Here it does. Here it doesn't. Here it kind of does. So yeah, it's still, yeah, it does. So yeah, it still works on weekly. Maybe not as I would like it to be, but that's definitely working. That's definitely working. That's a TP. That's awesome. And comes down to buy. 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 So how many buys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 buys. 100% success rate. Cool. It never came down here. So that's nothing here. Oh, okay, cool. So do I trade BTC? No. I have been more than enough to just track my dollar pairs and my yen pairs and how they're going. Also find it a bit too volatile for my liking. And I would rather just trade something that I'm really familiar with and understand the fundamental drivers, or just instead of just something. Well, it went from 10,000 to 14,000, 15,000. Okay, why? I can't really explain you why, other than it's following the risk sentiment. As in stock market, SM stock market goes up, BTC goes up. So why would I just trade the stock market if it does the same thing then? So for me, it's all about one, being familiar, knowledge, what is the driver of BTC, and I have found an equal as good or even better S&P or Nasdaq for that matter. So I would rather trade the stock market than Bitcoin because I understand the drivers of stock market. That's all. So Australian dollar came back to support, kicks off now, new high, pull back, new high, pull back. Commercials on YouTube, interesting. Can't really hear any music. That's interesting. Why can't you hear any music? Cool. Here's something of it. And then people just checking my trades. So okay, cool. Oh, interesting. Really, thank you, Captain Christmas. Can you tell me if gold is going to be a buy or going to sell? Well, it depends on how short term you are. I'm rarely long term, but I've just said, generally speaking, I think this is going to go up. It has made some nice entries already this morning, and yeah, another thing you can hope for is a new higher high before buying again. So somewhere in this area to buy again, either here or here. If you are very price sensitive, I think that's too short, too small, too short time frame for me. But cool. I think we have bounced off 1958 and we're just going to go higher. Feels me. And I would maintain that bias as long as we are above 1950. That's wrong. $19.53. Cool. GBP is falling at the moment. That's not positive. Also means that GBP is falling. That's not positive either. Are we coming down to some... Is it only pound that does this thing now? Because this one is not doing that. Euro is kind of doing that. Shield's going higher. Can't even any higher. Okay, so it's just pound problem then. Alright, fine. Can you please? Good morning, Raj. Can you do CAD yen for me? Yes, I can. I would be much appreciated if you want to listen to my voice about CAD yen. So, what are you looking at? Canadian equals weak at the moment. Not what I would like to, but that's kind of the truth. That is support, and that is support, and that is support, and that is apparently support. So, we go down to week daily. That was your buy, and kind of had some small thing in here as well. But as far as you're still doing that, so that was really your buy this at Asian Open. Right now, I just want a new high, pull back, and that's that. Hi, good morning, Zaid. So for me, you can only look for buys at the moment. Okay. You're welcome. Very much welcome. What's the oddest? Well, I guess I have put some money on Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. I've had a very weak one. Orange. I don't know. I've traded Aussie, New Zealand, but Aussie New Zealand is one of a kind that ranges, and sometimes it doesn't range, and sometimes it does range. So it's like, I don't know who. That's a strange pair. A Euro Swissy. It's too range bound for me. It doesn't move. Right? It's what hasn't moved since September. It's moved 180 pips in September, but since September 1st, Euro has maybe not moved so much either. September 1st, it's moved 400 pips. So you know. So my answer to that is Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, Euro Swissy, I guess I've done once or twice, and Euro Pound. It's also one of a kind in this market, and maybe the most exotic one is maybe Euro ZAR. Though a downtrend, though I think it's going to continue to be downtrend. And I kind of lost out of it, but the ZAR to me, no, USD Mexican. USD Mexican is so far away from my brain, I can't even understand it. And yeah, so it's just a peso trade, whatever, with against dollar. Yeah, I think that's the weirdest thing I've ever done. But like I almost feel like I need to speak Spanish to trade this one. I need to talk to someone who knows Spanish, so I can understand why peso is moving like it's moving. But it's dollar driven, basically dollar driven. We can do US oil, that's okay. Do you know where the peso is going? Of course, it's just joking. But yeah. So in terms of this US oil thing, I think that is a pretty good sell. And I don't know why, but it seems to me that election sends oil down. Okay, I will do that. I will do that outside. So it's a bit controversial in the market at the moment. Stuff is happening. So you're wondering why I can buy the daily pivots up here. Is that what you mean? Okay. First attempt. Second attempt. Take away daily weekly. And that was really the buy. Okay. Then the question becomes, why don't I just wait for price to come down here? Okay. Let's go to a similar situation just much earlier. Here. Can you see any pullback to make a new low or even back here? No, nothing. Yeah, probably only. Okay. Okay. At the end, you got some pullbacks back in here, but for the majority of it, there is not much of a pullback. And that's what I characterize as a strong market. Okay? There is not much, and price just rises. Why would price rise so much? It's because of Joe Biden. Why? Because of Joe Biden? Because we now have results. We have a result. We have a president. We have a decision. Okay? Now we can start making our decisions. And people have waited. They have waited. You know what? How long they've been waiting? They've been waiting all the way since here. Here. That's when they TP. Here. That's where they TP. Here. That's where they TP. And you ask, how do I know that? Well, my pinpoint tells me TP down. TP down. 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 What else tells me? The COT report says TP. And what does that mean? That means they take profit so that they can go to cash, so that they can take cash when there is a result or a better opportunity. What's a better opportunity? When everything is clear and it's just go. That's what we have right now. And what does that mean when everyone, when billions of dollars are now all of a sudden, maybe not billion, millions of dollars at least, all of a sudden have a direction? It's just day and night. So whatever has happened in the past doesn't need to happen in the future is very much present at the moment from the get-go of Biden was winning until he actually won. Now it was announced this weekend. Yeah, of course there's lawsuits and stuff like that. Cool, I understand. But the market has said, okay, cool, he's winning. Now they have saying, okay, he's won. And what has the market done? The market has just, dollar has just fallen. That is the market reaction. I can tell you that because I've seen that. That's the only reason why I would think this is going to continue up. Why? Because 4 out of 5 last previous elections, which is all back until 2000, almost all years, dollars has just gone in one direction until the end of the year, almost without pullback. It's just gone. Do you want to be a part of that race? I would call it free money, because we know the direction. We know where it's going, and happy wife, happy life. You know, it's why don't just follow the stream where the stream says where the stream is going? Like, it's like, let's give it a poll. There is one outlet here in the poll. There's one outlet here in the poll. Okay, so you don't know which one is going to open. Outlet. You don't know which one it is, but you are just standing. You're just standing up here, and you're just looking at what the pool is going to do. And now you see that stream is tripping out of this one. It's not a lot, but it's just something. And then all of a sudden it becomes greater and greater and greater and greater and greater. But you saw it here, that this is where it starts, and nothing has flown here. This is all dry. So, what do you do, bro? Do you want to make money or do you want not to make money? Oil. You think US oil will be going 233 regardless? Today's up I think at 2%. I don't think it's regardless, Raj. I had that as a plan, but it's a bit, what do you call it? Oil going to 33, which I have said, is just based upon previous experience. It might just go up now. Okay, and I have zero remorse for that. I don't really care at all, because it was just a plan. It didn't work out. Cool. I don't care. But if gold rises, cool, jump on it if you want to buy it. I'm not going to say whatever. But I'm saying that is the most likely path it's going to take now. It might or it might not, and I will be happy for whatever happens, because I know that my traders that I talk to every day, they have a plan. They have reasoning. They don't just enter because of entering. They know they enter because they have a reason to enter, because they're planned ahead. Okay? And I said that's the perfect sell. Yes, it rose 2%, but it rose up to the sell point today. It can also just continue higher. I don't care. So right now, that was the buy, that was the sell. Cool, we're just in the middle. Where's the market going? I don't know. Let's figure it out. And if it makes a higher high, okay, cool, then we'll buy that. But like, it's very binary for me. It's very black and white. Either you're wrong, either you're right. You lose 1% or less. How do you do that, Corridor? You lose 1% or less? Maximally 1%. That's all. It wasn't much. It wasn't your whole account. It wasn't your life. It wasn't your wife either. So, and it wasn't your kidney. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a joke, but that was the first time I heard that one. That was in Kenya. That if you don't have money, you can go to, is it India? I don't know if it's true though, if it's literally a thing, but you can sell your kidney at like those weird clinics in a back street somewhere. But yeah, but it's just based upon previous experience of what oil has done. Maybe there's a different driver, but mark my words, Raj. Oil isn't driven by election. That's my fair and square opinion. I don't think oil is driven by election. It's driven by market demands, lockdowns, seasonality. What's going on in the world right now? We're going up into winter. It's getting cold. It was negative yesterday. So that's a driver. But who is going to win the election? Maybe not. So this is a side note. So oil might do its own thing at the moment. It just do whatever it wants. All right. It might care. It might not care. Manal, I have done gold a couple of times already this morning, but I can look into it again, and yeah, it's still a buy. It's a bit lower now than it was earlier, but just wait for maybe a new higher high, and then all good. I want this GJ thing. Why don't you rise, bro? Well, yours rising. That's cool. New Zealand, how's you going? Thought you had a higher high. Was that New Zealand yen, maybe? Yeah. Yes. Look at that. Where's your entry, bro? What's your entry, bro? Is that your entry? Is that your entry? Is that your entry? Making money as long as I can live. It's an amazing day. I feel so happy, you know? Well, my happiness is not protected under whatever's happening in the Forex market. But yeah. Maybe I should go and buy a Lamborghini by the end of this week. That was a joke. I wouldn't buy a Lamborghini. Why would you buy a Lamborghini, bro? Because you will lose 10 to 20% just by buying it. Like, as it goes out of the garage, you would lose 20%. Like, it was costing 40 and only costs 32, and you can sell it for 32 and you just lost 8 grand for nothing. Why? Okay, that was just a price point, but cars lose instant. Like, and why couldn't you just put it in my trading account and I can make it 8%? Well, cool. I have no trouble with making 8%. So yeah, zero interest in buying a car. And also, if I can, this is compounding, people, if I can grow my assets so much, I can buy so many Lamborghinis, it doesn't even affect my account when I buy one. That's my goal. I'm not there yet, but that's my goal. You can buy a house without it affecting your account. And also saw somewhere saying, I think is it Warren Buffett, that you should be able to buy the asset twice without feeling it in your financials. So 10% for a car of your assets. So 10% of your assets can go to a car. I think it's somewhere around there. I'm not sure. So give or take. But the point is, you shouldn't be able to feel it because it depreciates. It doesn't appreciate. It doesn't go up in value. It goes only down in value and down and down. Though it's a wealth asset, it shows your wealth. But I'm here Forex trading with you guys, so who cares about wealth? Who cares about cars? We're not going anywhere, are we? Like, are you going to sit in your Lamborghini to trade Forex? Come on, bro. How does that make you a better trader? And you know what? You know what? Let me tell you something. Everything for free. What I have learned from those Instagram traders, do you know how much I've learned from them? Absolutely nothing. Do you know what I've learned from Instagram people? I'm on Instagram a bit, but not so much. Do you know what I've learned from those who have a nice lifestyle? I absolutely lost. They only scam me. Have I been scammed? Yeah, definitely, 100%. I'm not going to call out their name, but let's say it was someone selling a signal and they were posting profits all day long. What was their strategy? 70 pip SL and 30 TP. You know what? They were always in not always, but mostly in TP because it was so close. And then what was their entry? Their entry was like here, not on that candle, but on that candle, just as a breakout, like here. So you're just catching the momentum. But if that was the top like this one, it was so far down to that stop loss that you would be that you would have been down under to Australia before you even got to the stop loss. It's so far away that you will blow your account in the end because it is double the amount of pips in stop loss. And they also had a terrible entry every time that you're like wondering what the heck is going on. So yeah, why am I not on Instagram? For those basic reasons. Why don't I flash a Lamborghini? I can go and lease one right now. I have no problem with that. Cool, let's go and do that. Does that make you a better trader? No, probably not. Only makes you jealous. That's all it does. And jealousy doesn't fix anything at all. The knowledge fixes you and your life. And that's where I'm going to be. Support still holds, that's all good. Support still holds, that's all good. We're still bullish. For Euro, support is still holding. That's actually support, by the way. That one, not this one. Support is holding, we're still bullish. That was my support line, and then this is now my, I don't like it, but that's my support line. So it's kind of bullish, tending towards selling. I don't like it. Gold is still a buy, silver is still a buy, GJ is definitely a good buy at the moment. I came back to support, all good boys, all good boys, oh yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, any other questions for me this morning? Or I will just jump off this live here to do with you today and all our happy smiles. So we can go back to doing something else in this life, like spending those hard-earned pips. I really hope you guys succeed. I really hope you guys understand how important it is for you to succeed. And even though you haven't paid me a dime, and though there is mentorships course in my Discord channel, I would also just say, let's go and find some links for you. I just want you guys to join my Discord if you want to talk to me more, just for you to have more contact with me. That's my free channel, by the way. And yeah, if you have more questions, you can come and ask there and I will try to answer as fast as I can. All right, good, all good. Good boys, amazing, and girls. I know you're here, true. All my followers, I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't liked, please like this video. I've tried my best to be here with you this morning. I'll also maybe be live tonight as well if there is more developments. So until next time, stay safe. Don't risk money you cannot afford to lose. And boom, happy profits.